How's everyone doing today? I'm using a new webcam, so let's hope all the kinks are worked out on it. For this week, let's go through what you have to do. You have a quiz, which is 10 questions, and it'll be over chapters 7 and 8. I put a study guide up there for you on what the quiz is going to cover. You also have paper number 1 due. Now, this is going to be your first paper that you do in the course, so we're really going to have to put a lot of focus on what the requirements are, and I'm going to tell you where people miss a lot of points. You'll see a lot of people miss points on, I think it's a lot of easy stuff. And I'll show you where the areas that we need to focus on. So let's first go through the quiz. The quiz that you're going to be looking at over chapters 7 and 8 is going to be focused on types of funds, the types of distribution. Let me see if I can give you a little more specific than what that study guide shows. Maybe it'll make it a little bit easier for you. Let me look. Hold on real quick. Okay. You're going to be looking at the difference between closed-end funds and open-end funds. So what's the difference? The next question is going to be looking at sales force and direct investment. So types of distribution. There's 2 types of distribution. Sales force direct, sales force wholesale, that kind of thing. So look at those components. Next question is going to be looking at financial intermediaries, which is basically a role of a bank. And they provide 6 functions. You're going to tell me which one they don't provide. Question 4 is going to be looking at mutual funds and how mutual funds expand the traditional sales channel. How do they do this? And anyone that's been sold mutual funds will be able to see it pretty simply. The next question is going to be looking at the difference between an ETF, an SMA, and an RIC. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the differences between those 3. The next question is going to be looking at the difference between the types of plans, defined contribution, defined benefits, and understanding the differences between those plans. The next one is looking at a pension plan. And what is the compliance organization with the pension plan? The next question is going to be looking at pensions, capital gains, dividend, and health benefits. And basically, an employer's contribution, where do they put that in? And it's a specified amount for the employer that they put in for earnings. What is that classified as? In a defined contribution plan, the amount contributed is usually what? And the other question is, in a defined pension plan, you have blank, basically, is it manageable or cumbersome for the sponsor to administer, and relates to mobile workforce. So it's kind of hard for me to give you all those study guides, but that's what you're really looking at in those. Now, for this week, you have paper number 1. And let's go through paper number 1. I want people to do well on this. And I want you to know that I'm more than willing to pre-grade any of your papers that you want. I'm here to help you. Okay? And I want to see you do well on these papers. And I'm going to show you, sorry if you hear my mouse, I'm clicking to the next page. But I want to show you where people struggle the most on this. And I think if you can understand what we're looking at, I think you'll do much better. And people struggle in the same thing. So you're going to have 4 papers in the course. You're basically going to be a consultant to all the papers. And that's your role. You're going to be working as a consultant. You're going to consult for different areas of a position I put you in. And I think that makes it a really cool thing because it makes you work on the skills that you have. So let's go over the paper. You're going to be a consultant for a local bank in a large city. which has been hit by high unemployment rate and foreclosures in your area. The CEO asks you to evaluate what he should do given the issues that his economy is experiencing in his local market. If you'd like, I would probably be better if you pick a city like Miami, New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago to evaluate the local bank. It's a hypothetical bank. Okay? So, on your calculation, I give you a lot of realm or a lot of freedom, but I want you to focus on, I'm a local bank. The CEO asked me to evaluate the position of the high unemployment rate, how it's going to affect my industry. What's going to happen in my area? So on your paper, and here's some of the key things, you're only submitting one page. So you have to have APA formatting. So you need your title page, you want your one page of content, and then you want your reference page. So only one page of content, though. That's very difficult for people to figure out. On your APA, I'm grading the quality of your title page. So make sure you have that running header. I'm grading if you have an in-text citation in your work. And I'm also grading your reference page. I'm going to put some helpful APA formatting sites up there. But another good site to use for in-text citations and references is noodletools.com. Very easy site. Now, with the freedom of the paper that I'm giving you, it makes it confusing because you don't know what to write. The key to the paper is being very clear, very concise on your position that you're going to support in one page. Why one page? Well, when you talk to CEOs, their time is limited. So your focus should be very clear on what is required. And your focus should be, I'm going to tell the CEO X, Y, and Z, and that's it, because he doesn't have a lot of time to deal with this. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know, but I can pre-grade all of your work, but I look forward to your effort this week.